What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trev2323, TREV2323. Subscribe, like, share. Subscribe. What I'm doing right here is, this is for the boat canvas. You got your factory canvas comes with poles to hold your canvas up, so when it rains and you treat it, the rain rolls right off of it. Well, I have two spots on my boat, on my bayliner, that it dips in and the water does not roll off. So I bought one of these before. They actually come in pieces. They're different pieces. It's all pieces that you put together, and there's four pieces, 4 poles that they give you to adjust the different heights. Now this right here that I had, I dropped in the water before, and it does not float. And before, so I was stuck with this. This is what I was stuck with. And if you put your canvas on this, you will know that your canvas will start to tear. You'll have a circle in there or whatever, and that's why you need the smooth end of the cabins. Now I should have done this before, and I knew I should have done it before. But these ain't. Now these ain't. Let me grab them out. These ain't stainless steel. You should use stainless steel, but it rained and I gotta get the water off my boat today. So I got some great stuff. Right here. I'm gonna spray a little bit on both ends of this, put them together and screw it together. So this is gonna be one solid piece. So what I'm hoping is when this is stuck with air pockets in here, if it does fall overboard, it will float. So that's to be determined, TBD, okay? But these right here come apart. So that comes apart, and that comes apart, and this comes apart. So I didn't shake these. So these cans are like $8, so it is gonna be like, I know I don't need all this foam, but once you open them up, that's kind of it for the kid right there. So what I'm going to do, and don't spill this anywhere. If you spill this anywhere, you are never gonna get it off. So let me get a paper towel. Now this is actually gonna foam. I mean, it's gonna like come out foaming and expand. So get it kind of further in here and kind of watch. And I gotta lean towards the plastic so it just don't shoot out the other end. Mom's coming. I had to get another can because the other one broke and didn't work, and then I had to run it outside really fast. And I'm really hurrying on this because we got some running around to do, and at the end of the running around, I actually want to go ahead and cover up the boat, the canvas, and get all the water off. Because if you leave that weight on it, what happens is the buttons start to pop on your boat. So shook this up some. Okay, that one's filled up on one side. Filled up on the other side. Okay, now what I want to do is put this top on it. Put all that inside here and put the top on it. And then this is the other half that goes on the other side. Okay, I could get something to wipe that off. This gets like super sticky, so watch this. This gets super sticky, and it takes a while to dry. It really does. Okay, so that one's done. Then I'm going to do the same thing to this side right here, and then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to screw them together. Now this is like wasting the whole can, I'm telling you. And I'm not putting it all the way to the middle, to the end back, because what I'm trying to do is capture air bubbles or air pockets inside of this. It's still going to be filling up as it's expanding. So that's the top. This is the next one. And then let me see if there's anything to put in this bottom one right here. It's even trying to separate them, so I got to get the screws in there because it's trying to push them apart and separate them right now. Can't get that one out. So this one right here, and that's all gonna go right here. Now it's trying to separate them already, so for it not to see, it's pushing the top out. So for it not to separate them, I'm actually gonna shoot screws in here, and the foam is gonna hold them together also. So I'm gonna shoot screws right through there. There's one. Gotta put one here, one here, one here. And you see the foam is actually coming out. We're trying to separate these pieces, but I don't want them to be separated. Okay, so this is just to hold them together here. It'd be awesome if they were stainless steel, but these aren't stainless steel. This is what I had right here. Do not get this stuff on you. If you get this stuff on you, it is super, super, super sticky. And after it dries, I'm actually gonna put something on this and throw this overboard. I'm rushing really fast because I know we gotta be leaving, so I'm just trying to rush really fast. I'm sorry. That's holding it all together, One more at the bottom. Now that's holding it together. Since it's holding it together good, I'm gonna put one in the opposite side of them. You see it's still foaming. I don't even want to touch that one. That's how bad this is. If you get this on your hands, that thing is going to be so sticky for like 3 days. I'm just putting screws come the opposite side coming in. Okay. This foam will hold it together too. One more screw. And then this right here, my whole experiment is gonna be, if I drop this overboard, is it going to float? What are you doing? The bugle? This guy right here, I always want to try to get in my videos. Bless you. Okay, don't touch that. That's really sticky, Isaiah. Oh man, Grandpa got it in his pants. Don't touch it. It's really super sticky.
I want this guy.
Haha, he's trying to blow a bugle. Okay. It's super, super, super sticky.
Super sticky, guys. Super sticky, guys.
Okay, now I just gotta let that dry. This can right here, since it was open, it's going right outside right now, and do not get this on your hands. So in the next video, we are gonna see if this actually floats. All right, we're gonna go head to the marina and see if this thing floats. I put the foam in. I'm laughing my butt off because if you follow the seafood boil, that was the burner for the seafood boil right there. That was the burner. This is the burner that just got into. This is the burner I just got in today. It's heavy as heck. So stay tuned with me because we're gonna settle this, fabricate this, and then we're gonna put this in here next for our next seafood boil. It's not gonna take 2 hours to boil no more. Okay, here's the beef, chief. I got this right here because now it hasn't rained for maybe a day and a half, 2 days, but I get this water buildup right here on the front of the bayliner. I got a pole right there and a pole right there, but I always get a water buildup, and that's what causes so much stress. It's really windy out here. On these buttons right here, all that weight sitting down in there. So that's why. And I had one of these before. I did have one of these before, but that's why I screwed this all together, because I lost the top to this right here, and the top to that was like 15 bucks just to get the top piece to it again. So I know I need 2 of them. You see, I filled it with foam. So this is gonna be the thing, is the foam actually gonna float? All right, so I have this tied up to the rope so I can see if it's gonna float. Now I put foam in it and everything, and like I said, I dropped it before, the top part, and man, this thing like a rock all the way down. So I put the rope on it and I drop it in the water. What do you know? The whole thing is just floating. Throw it in the water again. And the whole thing is just floating. So, if you have one of these to hold up your canvas, these ain't even stainless steel screws, but they don't get the weather. I filled it with just the tip of foam here, the tip of foam here, the tip of foam here, tip of foam there, and I'm using it because, like I said, there are actually 2 places that I have it really bad. One right here, and then you see the discoloration of the other right there. So actually I got to get another one for right there because it sits in the canvas. And just when it rains, but the one up front right here, there's a lot of weight. There's a lot of weight. You see the big circle right there? There's a lot of weight sits in and pulls on the button. So let me get over there and put this on right now. See, now I know on my boat I have to take the cushion off in order for it to sit up there. And then you see the water, it creates the slope so the water could come off of it. Try to get it right in the center, and it really does make a difference. I had to wait to get the other piece in because we had to order it, but I knew the beginning of the season I should have just went ahead and put the dang screwed them together and put the foam in, but I didn't, and I actually lost a piece. So I buttoned the rest of this up and then I'll show you how it looks afterward. All right, so that piece right here, see there's 3 bumps coming up right on there. There's 1, 2, and that's the 3rd one. That's the aftermarket one I bought because a lot of water was sitting on this right here. So I bought that one right there so the water could run off the front or run off of it some, but I gotta buy 1 more because you see I got another pocket right here. The water runs off back on that side, but on this side the water builds up right here. Even if I pull these as tight as I can pull them, it sets right there, and that's the discoloration right in there. So normally I'm close by where I come by, and if it rains, get some of it off, but I haven't been out here in a while. But the same, this canvas you got to keep treating to keep it waterproof, and it's like $62 for a gallon to treat this stuff. But man, it's really caustic, but it does work. Like I said, there was no water sinking in there. The boat was completely dry on the inside. All right, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, share.